alone.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I uploaded, but because all my videos about UCI and housing and everything has been blowing up, I kind of want to make another video of why I chose UCI over the other schools, because it is that time of year where people are choosing what schools they're going to go to between the acceptances they've gotten. So I'm gonna share my experience and why I chose UCI and how it's working out for me, and hopefully you guys will also choose UCI if you got accepted. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on to why I chose UCI. A big part of why I chose UCI over the other universities I've been accepted to is because of the location. Now, I live in Venice, Santa Monica area of SoCal, and Irvine is about an hour or so south of where I live, so it's not too far from my house. And a big part of why I chose Irvine was that it's far enough to be like my own experience and like be far away from home, but it's also close enough if anything happened, like being quarantined. If anything would happen, I would be okay to come home and it won't be so far and it wouldn't be like a whole ordeal. It's just an hour away and like it's not too far. Also, staying in SoCal was really big on weather for me, because even though I do like snow and the cold and everything, I don't fancy being cold and snowed on while going to classes. Irvine is like about 5 miles away from the beach, like my house here in Venice. So I really liked being close to the beach, even though I don't go to the beach. But the weather near it is really nice. It's pretty sunny. My first year was actually pretty rainy and it was really abnormal, but it was really nice because it wasn't like only rain, if that makes sense. Like, it was very sunny, but there were some seasons to it, but it's like SoCal seasons. I don't know if that made any sense, but I hope it does. But I really like the weather down in Irvine. It's warm during spring and summer, and it's like a little chilly during fall and winter, but it's not too cold and it doesn't snow. So that was really big for me. Now, I know that this can be kind of hard for some people from out of state or if they're really far from Irvine, but fortunately for me, I was able to actually visit UCI and check out the campus. If you can't check out the campus, I really advise kind of taking an online campus tour or asking someone who goes there to explain the campus or see what it's like, and like whether or not you really want to do that, or like do that as in terms of go there. So I really advise just going to the campus you're thinking of going to and just looking at it. Like, Irvine's campus is pretty big, but there's like main circles that you can just walk around and you'll be able to find the classes you need to go to. It's also like the terrain is a little kind of hilly in a way. Like, there are really big hills that you hit and you have to go up, and it's not bad to me personally, but I know there are people where they're like, if they're going to class, they'd rather just go on a flat straight away to their class. You don't have to worry about going up and down and having stairs. Like, I know UCLA has a bunch of stairs, so that was a big for me on UCLA, but I really like UCI. The campus is great. There's a lot of like diversity as well. That's a big thing for me. Like, UCI, okay, actually UCI's diversity is mostly Asian, which I have no problem with, but I know there are certain schools where I was like, the diversity isn't as, the diversity at that campus I wouldn't be as comfortable with versus UCI. And also the diversity of students on campus can go between different incomes, different backgrounds, different ethnic backgrounds, but also like commuters, out of state people, and then just regular like students who live on campus, and like the regular me kind of, where I'm not too far, but I'm not a commuter, etc. So I really like that UCI was a kind of like a good mix of a lot of the commuters would go home, or they would live on campus and then go home on the weekends. Like, I could do that too because I'm only an hour away, but I didn't mind that. So I really liked it in terms of like having a quote unquote dead campus on the weekends. Also with diversity, it's like the party scene. I know for me, when I first came, I didn't really care about the party scene and the social life, but I know when you pick a college or university, party life and the party life and social scene of the campus can be really important to you. For me, it kind of was, but not too much as others, because when I was in high school, I was only really around basketball people, and basketball is really big. But since I'm not going to do basketball at UCI, I really want to be able to grow my social circle and meet new people. And I know UCI, there are tons of clubs, so I was really comfortable with the idea of joining something. They have like over 600 clubs, and there's like, if there's not one for you that you find, then you can make your own club. So I was really like into that. Another big idea that comes into mind or comes into play when you're trying to figure out what college you want to go to is the tuition and how much money you spend. So tuition of a UC is obviously more than a Cal State or any like state university, which is fine in certain terms. But for me, I picked UCI because I had good enough grades to get like a certain grant from UCI for my first year, where if my grades or GPA were at some point or a certain high point, they gave me money because of it. And so that money actually made the price of going to UC the price of going to a Cal State. And so that was really like a big part of why I went to UCI, because the money went down for me. It's like, well, the money, yeah, it's going to be expensive, but it will be the same of both universities. So that was kind of important to know, but also consider. Also, in terms of money, like the area around UCI, it is kind of expensive, but if you live on campus and you have a meal plan, you don't really need to go anywhere because everything's right on campus. But in terms of like entertainment and having fun, there are really good food places around Irvine. Me, myself, and I, we love boba, and Irvine has a ton of really good boba places, so I really like that. I don't know if that's a big thing for you. Probably isn't. It's just boba, it's a drink. But anyways, I really like boba, and Irvine has really good boba. Irvine also has really good Asian food, which I really like. Also, it's close to Disneyland. I know a lot of people at Irvine have annual passes and seasonal passes to Disneyland, so Irvine was really nice because you're right next to it. Okay, so getting into the academics of UCI, the curriculum, it's kind of like the undergraduate focus. So for me, I kind of was drawn to UCI because it was a conceptual and theoretical kind of learning curriculum, whereas Cal Poly Pomona was like tactile, like hands-on, really good programs in that way. And both are good, but it depends on what you're looking for and what you want. And so I thought conceptual and theoretical would be really nice. And also UCI has connections. Not saying Pomona doesn't have any connections, but UCI had also good intern connections, alumni connections. So I was really drawn to that. Also, it was just kind of, if I needed a different pathway, like say if I ever wanted to change my major or I wanted to transfer out of UCI to like some other schools, like if I was at UCI, then I could probably transfer to wherever else in the UC system at least. So UCI also was really nice for me because I knew a lot of people from my high school weren't going to go to UCI. That sounds really mean, but hear me out. UCI didn't have a lot of my high school people going to it because a lot of them went to UC Berkeley, some of them went to Yale, some of them went to UCLA, and I didn't go there or get accepted. Anyways, one big part for me was that I'm going to go to college / university, whatever, and I want to have my own experience. Like high school, yeah, it was great. I wanted to have my own experience, my own new chapter, including new people and everything. Yeah, there are people from my high school that did go to UCI, and like I know who they are, but I don't really talk to them. So I wasn't really looking for a high school part 2 in terms of like the social life and being around them a lot. So what I liked about UCI was that I had my own new slate, kind of like everything was new profile and everything. So that's what I really liked. So I know a lot of people can go to one university from one high school, and I just didn't want that. So that's a really big part why I chose UCI too. So that's all my reasons why I picked UCI and why I like UCI. I hope you found this video beneficial and informational. I hope you're choosing the right college that fits for you. I hope everything is going great. I also hope you're staying safe and healthy. Times are rough right now. And I hope you guys have a great time in the fall at whatever college and university you go to. And make sure you like and subscribe. If you don't, that's cool too. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!